he said it because of his wet blanket energy.
Unhinged. That's actually unhinged.
Hey guys, welcome back to She's All Batch. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Jackie.
And we don't care if you're here for the right reasons. We're just happy that you're here.
Exactly. So come join us as we talk shit about our favorite show and also other shows and other things because we've been off for like a week and I feel like there's so much to talk about and catch up on.
There's so much to talk about. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was actually stunning. The entire weekend was stunning.
You said so I thought that was a problem.
Oh, no. In a good way. So I went to LA. I have a bunch of friends there that I've been friends with for like 20 plus years. Like some of my childhood friends that I consider family are there. I stayed at my friend's house in Silver Lake, but he was out of town. So I had the whole house to myself to be able to like have people over and pretend it was my house and like cook an entire feast like at my friend's dining room table. So we did that. We saw Wicked for a second time because I was like, all right, well, I need to see Wicked with my childhood theater friends on the West Coast. I already saw East Coast. So now gotta like, everyone wants to see Wicked with me because they know I'm obsessed. So I saw Wicked for a second time. And then we went to Catalina Island where I had never been before. And it was stunning. Like, who knew off the coast of California, there's this stunning little island where you feel like you're like in Europe. Like, I was like, okay, Positano vibes. And it's just like a cute little island. And you sit there and it was beautiful. Like, it's so magical. Wasn't that stunning?
That's amazing. That's beautiful. And I'm very proud of you again for hosting your own Thanksgiving. You're like a real adult, way more real than me. Also, you saw Wicked twice in theaters, one more time, and you'll be equal to me seeing Titanic. So you got to go one more.
You only saw Titanic 3 times in theaters?
Yeah. Do you watch She's All Batch?
No, I know we talked about it, but I thought that was, I don't know if you said the exact number that you saw it.
Yeah, 3. It was 3. And I remember 3 was like a big deal, but there were plenty of people that surpassed me. So I felt
I thought 3 was low because that was the
3
whole thing.
is
people
low.
were like, I'm seeing it 25 times. Yeah.
You need to see it at least 3 or you were like a nobody, basically.
Wow.
For some reason in middle school. I don't know why.
And I feel the same way about Wicked. So you got to see it 3 times or else you're a nobody. I have one more time to go. I enjoyed it more the second time though, because I feel like I could actually enjoy the movie versus like the first time. I was so like excited, anxious, like because I know what's coming. So it's just like thinking about like how they're going to do it. It was stressful the first time seeing it. Are you ever going to see it one day? Maybe when it comes on streaming?
I really don't know. But you know what? I started streaming last night because I got in the mood. I was like, take me back to Vanderpump season 1. It is such a treat to go back now because in the very beginning when I started watching it, I was like, it felt to me forced. I felt like these people were playing characters. Now that I've like grown to love them, I don't care that it feels a little bit forced.
Well, now that we like personally know Jax Taylor and Tom Stewart.
Well, that's true. That's true.
We know that's how they're really like.
Right. So speaking of though, before we get into some Bachelor topics, some news broke over the past.
I want to hear about your Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll come back to it. It's not that interesting. Okay. When the news broke about Vanderpump, I have so many thoughts. So Vanderpump is coming back for season, what is this, 13?
I think 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're coming back with a brand new cast. No one is returning except Lisa Vanderpump. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like, was anyone really waiting for like Katie and Ariana and Tom and all that? Like, who was actually waiting for that to return? Like, I took you were? You really thought they were coming back though? Like, it was so obvious in the last episode that it's like, no one likes each other here. No one wants to film. They don't belong in the same room.
Fair point. And maybe they will be sprinkled onto different shows and that's how they'll kind of continue. Like some will go to the Valley. There was rumors that
Sheena and Lala are. And Tom.
They definitely are going to the Valley? Or are you just assuming?
No, I saw a picture. It was Sheena, Lala, and Tom Schwartz with the Valley logo. So either it was photoshopped or it was news.
It might have been because I don't think that was officially announced.
Let me Google. Hold on.
Okay.
We're live on air.
There were thoughts that maybe at some point Lala would go to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's been spoken about that some people would go to the Valley. And maybe that's where they belong. But at this point, like I've been watching these people on TV for 10 plus seasons. I'm invested in them as people and their storylines. So like, yeah, I do want to see like Katie and Ariana like running their stupid sandwich shop. And sorry, they are stupid, but like in a way it is.
7 days ago, Lala, Tom Schwartz, and Sheena to appear on the Valley. Yeah.
And Katie Maloney's just done.
She doesn't need it. Like I was thinking about this. Like she has her podcast. She's Katie Maloney now. Like she doesn't.
Yeah.
she doesn't need the Valley. I almost like, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like
Baby. Speak freely.
Lala and Sheena going to the Valley to me feels like just like a free meal ticket. It's like, here you go, girls. You were concerned that you were going to have to work. Don't worry. Just
Well,
join
they need
this.
jobs at the end of the day.
I know, but
right?
like I kind of wanted them to have to work, like really work, like
what?
more
You
than
think Lala's gonna like go to corporate America,
clock
and,
in.
like, have a little like accounting job?
Something.
I think that ship has sailed for them. I do think though Lala and Sheena were the most vocal about kind of like how they do need the job for a paycheck, and like they have kids, and
I know,
but that's real. It's their job at the end of the day.
I know.
They do need a job.
Get on,
when you're
fucking
Lala
be
and
like
Sheena, what are they
Ariana. That
supposed to
girl doesn't
do?
stop working. Ariana does not stop. So I didn't
but
like how they
Sheena
were just
wants
like
to be like Ariana and was jealous that
That's
she
true.
wasn't getting those
That's true.
opportunities. Like
Yeah.
Sheena didn't ask to go on Dancing with the Stars, or didn't get asked to go on Dancing with the Stars. I think both Lala and Sheena want more opportunities and they want to work more, but they're
So good for them,
pigeonholed
then.
in like they're annoying reality stars now, and
Yeah.
like they're no one's favorite character on Vanderpump. You know what I mean? But like they do need to feed their children.
True.
And it seems like they have not saved their money, right? Like
Well,
I think they don't make as much money as we think. Like I think they're making like millions and millions and millions, and I'm sure it's like a lot of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I don't think they make as much as we think. And clearly they spend a lot to maintain like this lifestyle and the clothes and their faces and all the things. Like the fact that when Sheena's podcast, wasn't there a time during COVID where Sheena's podcast like wasn't on air and she had no money, that Tom Sandoval had to like write her a check for like thousands of dollars so she could pay her rent? And it's like, you have no savings, Sheena, and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year to be on a show? That's crazy.
kind of why I was feeling like this is an easy out, and I wanted like, you know, you are in a position that most people are not, and you have access to such opportunity that I would rather Katie Maloney get the chance to be on the Valley than these people who speak so openly about how they're struggling for money when you live this lifestyle that most of the country does not. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But
no, I get that.
In terms of the news, we need to talk about the actual news at hand, that they're having a new cast. I think it is, shocker, a horrible idea. I think it's giving Saved by the Bell, the new class. Name one character from that show. You can't, because no one remembers the new class. You can't just take the premise of a show and slap a new cast and expect us to adapt to it the way we previously did, because we know that people are going to be filling roles and no one wants to see people filling roles. Like, I don't want to see the Stassi. Like, I want to see what's actually going on. And I don't know. What's your take?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I also think like when Vanderpump Rules first came out, like it really was lightning in a bottle to have like these people at that particular time. Like, we're so far gone. Like, that was 10 years ago that Vanderpump Rules started. We're 10 years past in reality TV, like lore and culture, that I just don't think you can like recreate that type of authenticity that you could 10 years ago. To your exact point, because people are going in with a plan, they're playing specific roles. There's also like, I think reality TV and Vanderpump specifically would have done better. Like let's break the fourth wall more. And I know they did in this last season, but like I don't think we can go into a new season with new characters of Vanderpump Rules pretending like this is really just like kids who want to be servers at a restaurant. Like, it's not.
Right.
Like these will be kids signing up to be on Vanderpump Rules, to be on a reality show, and we know what type of opportunities and what type of career path that can lead you down. It's just like there's going to be no authenticity. Yeah, I actually would have rathered a season 12 with the same fucking characters. I want to see them.
If I had to choose between the two, of course I would have chosen the same characters. However, I was okay with it being done and everyone kind of like, I'll go watch Tom Sandoval on Traitors now, and I'll watch Ariana on Broadway. Like, I'm fine to follow their individual careers. Not like I'm supporting Tom, but I want to watch Traitors.
Of course.
It comes out 2 days after my birthday. I'm so excited. We should just do recaps, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if I had to choose, I would prefer the characters we know. But out of all 11 seasons, my least favorite, I believe, is 8. And that is the season that they introduced those new characters that no one cared about. It was what are their names? It was that boy.
Max Boyne,
Max,
who was in the cabana in Vegas.
I know, and I liked it. And I think he wanted us to be like, hi.
Like,
But
oh
I'm
my
like,
God, it's Max Boyens.
I don't care. Sorry.
That
Max. And then
girl,
that girl, Dana, who, do you know about her mom's wedding ring saga on TikTok? I feel bad for her.
No.
But, oh gosh, she lost her mom's wedding ring or her ring. I don't know if it's a wedding ring. But anyway,
Well,
she's
sad.
like contacting mediums to try to find it. Anyways,
Wow.
that is my least favorite season because they tried so hard to push storylines of people that we didn't care about while Ariana and all of them are right there and they weren't getting a lot of screen time. And then I was like, God,
Agreed.
I really hope they go back to like the normal format. And then in the next season they did. I feel like they learned their lesson. I think they're setting themselves up for failure. I think it's funny that obviously the only returning character is being Lisa Vanderpump because the show is created around her. But it's as if people are people tuning in for Lisa Vanderpump? Come on.
No, but she's the common thread that brings us all through this, right? Like, she's a day one OG cast member. She's the one who like brought the show because it's technically a spinoff of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Because we have that through line with Sheena and Brandy. So I don't know. I mean, it gives Lisa another job too.
I feel like originally,
are they actually going to be working at the restaurants? And also, which restaurants? Because Pump is closed.
Sir.
Villa Blanca's closed. Oh, I guess Sir. Yeah,
I
duh.
think it's just Sir.
Tom Tom. Schwartz and Sandy's is closing. Did you see
Schwartz
that?
And Sandy, yes,
too?
I sent it to you, I think. Wait,
Oh.
in terms of Lisa Vanderpump, I feel like originally when they made Vanderpump Rules, they thought they needed Lisa in it more. And you know how I feel about how they tried to force her into scenes that she didn't make sense in. I think originally,
it's her show, though. She's executive producer.
I totally,
like, of course
and I
she's
get
gonna
it.
put herself in.
And it's called Vanderpump Rules. I understand, but I think originally producers were like, you know, when you need the tie to pull the rest of the audience in, why they cast Tom on Traitors to pull Vanderpump Rules fans over there, like same thing. I think they thought they needed her more than they really did, though, and they were purposely putting her in. And then they realized as the series went on that like we actually fell in love with the characters. Like Lisa's wonderful, but she is not needed to move the story along. And now going back to season 1, like Katie gets in a fight with Stassi, and she calls Lisa from her hotel room is like, don't put me on the same schedule as Stassi. Like, guys.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, but they
on.
still worked at the restaurant, so that was also like like Lisa was their boss, whereas like it just got to the point where like none of them worked there anymore. So like their relationship with Lisa was like
didn't make sense,
kind of irrelevant, made no sense. Like sure, they're friends with her now, but I think that was also an aspect of it too, that at least like she was their boss at the restaurant, and then none of them worked at the restaurant anymore. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Someone saying that, I saw a TikTok that said Kristen Doute is pregnant, but the news of Vanderpump coming back with a new cast came out later that same day. And people are saying like Lisa Vanderpump is so petty with her hatred for Kristen that she did it on purpose because it really did bury the news. Like, congrats, Kristen, if you're watching, love you.
Who is she pregnant with? The guy who she was with on the Valley? I don't think she should have a baby with him, respectfully.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't really keep up. Yeah. No, that's wonderful, exciting news, but it is funny to think about if Lisa purposely did this because she didn't have to. It's not like we even know when the new season's going to be filming or coming out. It didn't have to come out that day. So when that was pointed out, I thought that was funny. Are you going to watch? I mean, I'm sure I'll watch the first episode, but I don't want to see people try to be other people.
In the sense of like, I don't know, if I'm making dinner and I need something to put on that I don't need to pay attention to, I'll put it on and I'll give it a chance. Because also too, like you don't care until you do. And every show we've ever watched in our lives has been new characters at one point. And then you
always tell me this.
Well, because you do need to power through. It's uncomfortable for the first few.
And I powered through for Vanderpump.
Yeah.
But I powered through when Ariana was telling off Tom in the reunion at the very end. Like, that's what made me be like, okay, maybe I should go back to the beginning and figure out what this story is about. So I knew it was going to get good. Whereas, like, sometimes you don't always have that promise.
Like you knew that there was big payoff, so it was like worth the investment.
But the mom talk thing, Mormon moms or whatever the frick it's called, like I know that apparently there's good payoff, but like guys,
I think the moment's passed on that one.
It's not though. They're bringing it freaking back. They're bringing it back for season 2, and they're coming up on my TikToks again. They're trying to start drama. I don't have the attention span to watch your 3-minute video about why you're mad at someone. Like someone give me like the Cliff's Notes, you know?
Yeah.
Is it Cliff's Notes or Cliff Notes?
It's Cliff Notes. Did you ever do that in school?
Yeah, but I thought it was Cliff's Notes. Let's see. Like it's a guy named Cliff, his notes. He always took the best notes, so people based it around him.
People were like going after and cheating off of him.
It is Cliff's Notes, Jackie.
It's Cliff's Notes. Cliff
Right,
or Cliff Notes. It's not, you're saying it's apostrophe S.
Oh, no, I know. But you just said Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes. CLIFF Notes.
No.
But you're saying it's Cliff's like apostrophe S, like Cliff is a person.
It is
Cliff's Notes.
It's Cliff's Notes.
Oh,
there's no
not with an
apostrophe. No apostrophe, but it's an actual,
Okay.
it's like literally a
So
book.
we're both wrong.
Right. It's Cliff's, with an S. No.
What do you mean?
Wait, this one has an apostrophe. What the hell is going on here, guys?
Yeah.
This is like the Mandela effect. That's what I did over Thanksgiving. I got down like a rabbit hole. Like once you tell TikTok you're into that type of shit, I started getting so many videos about the Mandela effect.
Okay, guys, the holiday season is here, which means we're focused on all things festive and giving. And honestly, Jenni Kayne has been my go-to destination for the very best gifts of the season. They have an iconic gift guide leading the way. So Jenni Kayne makes it super effortless to basically check everyone off your list in one stop, yourself included. I have been so obsessed with their cashmere sweaters, guys. Like I'm at the point in my life where I just think I need to be spending money on like investment pieces and things that are going to be lasting a long time. And Jenni Kayne is a one-stop shop for things that are just like so casual, neutral, timeless, but are luxurious and feel amazing. Everything Jenni Kayne makes is pure luxury, from their cashmere knits, like I just mentioned, or their essential outerwear, to their homeware pieces, like their obsession-worthy candles. And you guys also know how much I love candles. There is no better place to get into the seasonal spirit than Jenni Kayne. And for a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order. You can go to jennikayne.com and use the code BATCH15 to get 15% off. Just want to give one more shout out to their home essentials. Like they have amazing candles that I think make stunning gifts for someone in your life. They also have really cute splurge-worthy decor. If you're trying to like have holiday decor in your life, but you want it to be a little bit more chic and a little bit more elevated, definitely check out their home decor stuff. They have the holiday votive gift set. It just dropped, and I think it makes the perfect stocking stuffer for someone that you really just feel like has it all and you can't think of what to get them. I think this makes a great gift. But the set never lasts long, so you have to shop it now while you can. Gift yourself and your loved ones the best gift of all, Jenni Kayne. And our listeners get 15% off your first order when you use code BATCH15 at checkout. That's 15% off your first order at JenniKayne, JenniKayne.com, promo code BATCH15. Let getting dressed be one less thing to worry about. You know, I think sometimes when people think about giving deodorant as a gift, they initially think that it's kind of maybe something that's offensive. Like, oh, someone's giving me deodorant as a gift. Like, are they trying to tell me something? But I don't think that is the same situation when you're giving Lumi deodorant as a gift. If you guys haven't heard all the hype around Lumi, we're obsessed. We love them. And we'll tell you all about them. Lumi is a whole body deodorant, and it's created by an OBGYN for odor in literally all places on your body. So that's obviously for underarms, but also for your feet, your under boobs, and your intimate areas. You will smell good literally everywhere. And if you want to give the gift of Lumi confidence to someone special in your life, not because they smell bad, but because you want them to feel confident and feel like their best selves, or you can treat yourself, you can head to LumiDeodorant.com and use our exclusive code, She's All Batch, for an extra 15% off of all Lumi products. The amazing thing about Lumi is it is clinically proven to block odor all day, and it controls odor for up to 72 hours. So unlike certain traditional deodorants that literally only just mask odor with a fragrance, Lumi is formulated and powered by mandelic acid, so it stops odor before it starts. So it's basically kind of like a pre-odorant. Before you start smelling, Lumi's already doing the work. Also, you can try their starter pack. I think it's great for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice. Like for example, they have a mini body wash you can try, or the deodorant wipes, which I totally swear by, and I carry those in my bag all day, every day. It's just nice for a little refresher throughout the day. And that also includes free shipping. So as a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code. And if you combine 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off the starter pack. So use code She's All Batch for 15% off your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's She's All Batch at LumiDeodorant.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Yeah, which ones are your favorite? I love a Mandela effect.
Berenstein Bears was kind of weird.
Well,
Do you know
well,
that?
that's the OG classic
Well, what
one.
are the new ones? Like, I'm not
There's
hip.
not necessarily new ones, but like Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City, but I
Right.
always thought growing up it was Sex in the
in
City,
the
and
City?
I swear to God it was Sex in the City for a long time. And that's a Mandela one that people swear by. The Jif peanut butter one. I mean, the OG that Nelson Mandela died, but in jail, but he didn't or something. I don't know my history on Nelson Mandela that well, but that was the whole thing. Like, so many people could have sworn he died in jail, but then he was like literally alive. He might still be alive now. Don't quote me on that. People are gonna be like, "You idiot, he died." This
Okay,
time.
wait. There's a Mandela effect about the song "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
Mm-hmm.
What is the lyric? I'll be home for Christmas. You can blank on me.
Count on me.
That's what we all think it is.
Oh, what is it?
If you listen to this song, it doesn't say count. It says you can plan. And I watched a TikTok that they played like 10 different versions of the song, and apparently it was never count.
Wow.
So
Wait, so this is what you did?
that's how I spent my
weekend?
Thanksgiving.
Love.
No, I had a normal Thanksgiving, but there was a moment of a Mandela effect. I don't know how interesting it is, but I had I don't know what I want to share.
Wait, no, just say it. You have to now. I'm like, what are you even talking about?
It involves me taking a gummy and not telling people in the room, though.
That's okay. Who cares?
Yeah, who's gonna watch that was there?
Also,
All right.
why would they care that you took a gummy?
Well, because I didn't. They still don't know this to this day.
Okay, all right. So let's get into the story.
Okay. So on not Thanksgiving itself, one of the Thanksgiving days though, I had a small amount of family over, and later in the evening, I decided to take a gummy and not tell anyone. Literally, when everyone left, I looked at my husband and I was like, nobody knows. And he's like, oh, that you're high? Yeah, everyone knows. And I was like, no one knows. And everyone was drunk. So I kind of blended in. There were honestly some people that seemed more drunk than I did. And I was drunk. And okay, it was the gummy I freaking took on it was the gummy I took on the plane. And guys, I cannot take these gummies in front of people. I can take them and go to bed. I can't interact with people because I
makes
it is
sense. That happens to me sometimes. Like, that's why I have to be careful of when I take gummies, because I get paranoid when there's like too much going on around me.
Right. And we're not going to even mention any brands of gummies until they renew their sponsorship.
Until they renew for the year for 2025.
So waiting on you guys.
Our gummy for 2025.
Until then, just go to 7-Eleven and get whatever brand you want. But no, I really do like the brand that I use. So I'm high. I got like catered food and stuff. I'm cleaning up, and I have this dish. It's a Nora Fleming dish. I got it as a gift for like my engagement or something. And what it is apparently all her line of dishes have like this hole in it, and it comes with little decor things that you can put in the hole. I have one platter that was gifted to me like forever ago, and I have a couple of decor things that you stick in it. One of the decor things I have is a little turkey. So I'm like, awesome. I'm going to get to use my once a year little decor, and I put it in the platter, and it's a little turkey. I take a picture of it, thankfully, and send it to my friend that got it for me forever ago. And I'm like, oh, I still use your platter. Haha. Yeah. Thank God I took a picture, because I'm cleaning up at the end of the night, and all of a sudden I look to grab the platter to like empty it, clean it out, and the turkey's missing. I don't know where it is. Some people were like, well, maybe you never took the turkey out. Like, maybe it's the Mandela effect and you never took the turkey out. And I was like, don't try to make me feel like I'm crazy. Like, there was a turkey here in this platter. I took a fucking picture. I was ready to go through the garbage. I was looking everywhere. Turns out the next day, I meet my brother's girlfriend. This is Thanksgiving now. I meet my brother's girlfriend for the first time. We're at my sister's house having a great time. At the end of the night, she's like, oh, I have a gift for my son, because she just met him for the first time. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. My brother had mentioned she maybe had gotten him a gift. So I'm like, oh, that's so cool. She hands me the gift, and I open it, and the turkey is in there. So what the actual story that happened is, I was not in the right headspace, and apparently I was cleaning up, and my brother's like, you were cleaning up like a wild woman, grabbing everything, putting things away. He's like, you grabbed the turkey, put it in your cabinet, like where the rest of your like little decor things were, and then just kept looking for it after. And we all thought it would be really funny to not tell you. So everyone was in on it, including my husband. And I mean, honestly, hats off to people. I'm a good I can appreciate a good prank, so I appreciated that. So it wasn't the Mandela effect. It was just
okay, but that's how you got introduced to the Mandela effect, because people were like, "Is this the Mandela effect?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it all kind of happened. To be honest, it was all within the same like week that I really dug deep into the Mandela effect, and to feel like I potentially was in one myself.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Well, I sometimes think there's just like, you know, when you're like, wait, where's like that thing? I just had it. I just put it down, and you're like looking, well, like, you know, because you just did it with the stupid turkey. Like you're looking for everything, and you're like, where is it? It's like literally not there. And then you go away for like 1 second, and you come back, and it's literally right in front of you. Sometimes I'm like, that's a glitch in the matrix, or like, something not right is happening there, because I feel like it happens all the time, and I'm like, I don't think I'm like that blind and crazy all the time that I just like don't see my headphones literally right in front of me. And then I walk away for 1 second, and I come back, and then they're right there.
I know. It's so weird. Speaking of Thanksgiving, guys, Jackie and I didn't mean to wear matching brown turtlenecks.
Oh, yeah, but it is giving.
No,
like,
I know, but I
vibes.
love it. That's kind of why I wore it. But when we got on the call, I was like, oh, we're literally wearing the same thing. So if you're listening, go to the YouTube and see us look so cute in turtlenecks.
And get your own brown turtleneck. And then today is a day to wear a brown turtleneck, I think.
What about that turtleneck, babe? We'll just be twins.
Yeah.
Should we get to like other stories?
Sure.
This has been so fun.
I know. I'm like, I could just talk about like our Thanksgiving weekend all the time. Oh, and wait, before we get into the other stories, I have lots of thoughts about Wicked, obviously. And a bunch of you guys have been asking me, because it was on our Patreon, and then we stopped doing Patreon. So now if you still want to see it, I don't know where to put it, or like where do you guys want this? Because I can give you the video, and I know so many of you do want to like talk about Wicked with me and like hear my full, like I go on a rant for like 20-30 minutes about
Jackie. I think you should make like a freaking, I think you should make a reel or something. And or
but there's not enough time in a reel.
There's like 10 minutes you can make a reel, or you can make multiple reels. I think you should make a series. You can engage. People can then interact. They can ask questions. I feel like it could be more, whatever. I mean, this is not my thing. But I think you could.
I feel like I've said so much that I'm like, to say it again on reels. I don't know. Well, you guys let me know.
DM Jackie, like we said, like we kind of have been going back and forth with Patreon. As of December 1st, we are taking a permanent hiatus from it. Who's to say if maybe in 5-6 months we're like, you know what, we feel like we're ready for it,
that we can like do it again. But yeah, anyways, that's that on that. Let me know.
Did you hear something that happened over Thanksgiving break as well? Is Tyler Cameron kind of went a little unhinged, and I don't fucking know the whole story. You don't?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So Tyler Cameron got into a fight with his girlfriend and decided to air it out on Instagram, and everyone's like, is this Tyler's fall from grace? What's going on?
I was gonna say, that sounds very not like Tyler. He's supposed to be a respectful king. Also, who is his girlfriend?
She's blonde and she's not famous. Paige, I think her name is.
Oh no, she is famous.
Okay, then maybe she's famous, or maybe it's not.
In some circles, she's famous.
Yeah, all these headlines. Tyler Cameron called out for posting awkward text fight with girlfriend Tate Madden, not Paige. See?
Oh.
So she's
Paige.
Not,
he used to date a girl named Paige.
Yes, he did. Tyler Cameron faced backlash for posting a screenshot of an awkward text message argument with his girlfriend Tate. And this is what the screenshot. We'll show it on screen on YouTube. But basically he writes, don't go on a sweet treat run without your girlfriend. Lesson learned. And then this is the text message. I'll be Tyler, you be Tate. Now you're mad again?
I just don't understand why anything fun you do, you don't want to do with me. We'll go to Riverside. Have a fun night.
We're getting ice cream. Are you kidding me? This is a fun moment. And then he shared it thinking that like people would back him up and be like, yeah, bro, she's being ridiculous. But there's some like underlying issues here. You're mad again. She's saying you never do anything fun with me. This isn't like it doesn't seem like a one-off thing to me. So to post it and almost poke fun at it
I don't get
weird.
why he's posting this. Like, this is
weird.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, dude, I don't know your life and your relationship dynamic. And if she's upset that you're like getting ice cream with friends, I don't know. Maybe she has a right. Like, who knows? Maybe she has a right to be. And this is clearly like an ongoing issue in your relationship. And I don't think you should be airing this out. Because also it just looks like a situation where maybe like both people, like it's not like an abusive situation where like one person is so obviously wrong. It's like clearly they just have troubles in their relationships and are not on the same page of like things that they should be doing together or how many things they should be doing together. And it's like, that's something you guys need to work out amongst yourselves. Why are you taking it to the internet thinking that like someone's going to like blatantly take your side when it's like, this is just weird, honestly.
It's bad enough you went out for a sweet treat without her. Now
Yeah.
you're going to publicly blast her and try to get the internet on your side and that completely failed. So the next day, Tyler posted a selfie of himself sleeping on the couch and wrote, "Learned my lesson."
This
It's
is
like,
weird. I'm
why
sorry.
do we have like, are they launching a reality show and they want to get us like involved in their drama? Because this just seems
I don't know.
odd, right?
Very odd.
This was all going on over Thanksgiving break. And I'm like, people kept sending it to me and I'm like, wait, what am I missing? It felt like the beginning of the story is the middle of the story. Cause I'm like, wait, what sweet treat? What's going on? Like, where are we in the fight? But like that apparently is how it started. Like he just shared that.
Is it possible they're joking?
No.
And it's just
no.
kind of like
no,
a
because he
silly
got a lot
little-
of backlash. Like people were like,
yeah, but it's just because the people on the internet don't understand a joke and give him backlash doesn't mean that that was his intention. Because it's like, that feels crazy to be like, my girlfriend's mad at me because I got ice cream with my friends. Like it could just be like a joking, like, yeah, I'm so mad at you. I wanted ice cream too. And then he just takes a picture on the couch to like further the story. But that doesn't necessarily mean he like slept on the couch because he got ice cream with his friends. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. So like maybe
Right,
they are joking and kind of trolling a little bit.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never, ever know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's weird. I
Yeah.
kind of felt like it was like, oh, is this a little fall from grace? Because I feel like, I mean, Tyler's a nice guy. He smells great on an elevator, but I mean, he's human. And I think this proves it. Like he's literally never done anything wrong, pretty much.
I know.
In
I think
public.
this is a joke. And
because he
people
can't
just don't
possibly
get
do
it.
something wrong. It's
Well, 'cause
his little
just
first
fucking
mistake.
Stupid. It's like, what are you trying to prove? That like going to get ice cream with your friends is normal? Like it is normal, I guess. Like, but if it was a point of contention in your relationship, like, okay, don't do it next time. Or you know what? Here's a compromise for you. Go get ice cream with your friends, but then say, hey, babe, do you want anything? And bring her ice cream back.
Right. You know what's weird? He goes, don't go on a sweet treat run without your girlfriend. Lesson learned. But like, is your lesson learned? Because then you posted it. And then your lesson learned, you sleeping on the couch the next day. Is your lesson learned? You're posting it. Like, get off the internet, demonstrator.
Also, but like to have someone sleep on the couch for, again, going to get ice cream with friends.
No, it
feels
wasn't
ridiculous.
going-
I think this is a joke. I think
Guys,
they're trolling us.
we're polling you at home. Whose side are you on? Team Tate or Team Tyler? I'm Team Tate because the issue is not going to get ice cream. The issue is posting your text fight for all to see and judge. And I feel like his goal was to try to get people to be like, oh my God, she's so dramatic, but it backfired.
Mhm.
Are you Team Tyler?
I'm Team Jackie in that this is a joke. And
Okay.
they're trolling
Sound off in the
us.
comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, please write below if you're Team Tate or Team Tyler. If anyone asks you why you're saying that, tell them that they need to watch the episode.
Yeah.
We have other stories if you are interested in them.
Like what?
Well, I know I know you're not interested in it, but I think the fact that you're not interested in it is the story.
Okay.
So, Jen and Sasha were spotted holding hands at the Grove, according to Dumois. There's photos of them and stuff. And like, when I tell you the fact that people, and I understand the hypocrisy because I'm doing it as well, but the fact that people keep reporting on it and speculating on it, I may have made this comparison already, but if you wait like month after month after month for a movie to come out, by the time the movie comes out, like, are you over it? Maybe not, because for
No, you're
Wicked,
not,
in that
'cause
case, you're
Wicked
not.
is a
Maybe that's a bad
perfect
example.
film.
Sure. But like, okay, you're waiting for this news. You're waiting for this news. If you're going to drag your feet this much, I'm not interested anymore. Like, why? And like, when I watch, like, a TikTok will come up about this. Oh, they're at the Grove holding hands. People are freaking out. And I'm like, guys, you still care? Like,
I know.
it's not blatantly obvious to you that they've been dating for a very long time. Like, how are you shocked? I'm happy for Jen. If this is who she found a great guy, that's wonderful. But like,
Yeah.
if you're going to tell us, tell us. But
Or
like,
don't
enough of
tell
this
us. Like, they don't even
freaking
have to tell
charade.
us.
But
I just
then
don't get why people still care. Because it's like, oh no, two single people who met like doing a job together are now dating. Groundbreaking.
I just don't get why people are like super shocked by it. Like, they are dating. They've been dating.
Yeah.
And you're saying like, oh, they don't have to tell us. I believe in private relationships.
Mhm.
I respect Tate wanting to be private and not wanting
Yeah.
her shit aired out with Tyler. that's not what you're doing, Jen and Sasha. Like, they want us to speculate. They wouldn't be going to the Grove of all places in LA to not be spotted.
I know, but like, sometimes you just have to go to the Grove, though.
Do
Maybe
you?
they were seeing Wicked. Yeah, that's where I saw Wicked for the second time.
Oh, no
Grove.
way. Did you see Jen and Sasha?
I did not see Jen and Sasha. They were there a different time. Like, you know what I mean? But those are things you do with your significant other. You go to the Grove. You go to the mall.
If you're hiding it because you really want privacy, that's fair. But you're not. You're hiding it because you want people to speculate, I feel.
Or what if they're not hiding anything? They're just living their lives, going to the Grove with their boyfriend and girlfriend, and like, but they don't feel like they need to publicly say, like, yeah, we're dating or not dating. They're just doing their thing.
But they keep getting asked, and then they keep saying, oh, I don't know, honey. What do you
Well, because
think?
maybe they don't really, maybe they're just like hooking up and it's a situationship and they don't really know. Also, because too, like once they say like, yes, we are dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, then you have to tell people when you break up. It's like, what if it's just a fling? They're just like two single hot people living in the moment.
I will just say my formal stance is I am confused why people are so shocked. Like, they've never made it more obvious ever that this is what it is. It's not some big mystery. So people are acting like they've like found the Great Hope Diamond, and you didn't.
Right.
Or no, they stole
were
the
just
Great Hope
holding
Diamond.
hands.
Yeah, no, they found it. Who stole the Great Hope Diamond?
What is the Great Hope Diamond?
I don't know, but Mary-Kate and Ashley sing about it in their detective song.
I thought for a second you were talking about the diamond from Titanic. And I was like, is that what they call it? The Great Hope Diamond? I don't think so. I think that's the heart of the ocean, babe.
Side note, she like does not even hang on to that ruby or whatever the fuck it is. Like, old lady, I thought the old lady dropped it into the ocean in the end. When she's holding it and she just goes, she like
she drops
wanted
it
to
in.
drop. Oh,
Yeah,
I
she
thought
wanted to drop it in.
Oh, this whole time I thought she accidentally dropped it.
No. You think she walked up to the edge to hold the necklace there just to like, no, that was intentional. Because they were looking for it the whole time and she had it.
But why? Then why?
She's like, because it belongs in the ocean now. It belongs with the Titanic and the whole story.
Guys, the irony is that I saw this movie 3 times and I didn't.
Like, you saw it 3 times, like 20 years ago.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I'm sure you've seen it many a time since. I fear
I
that
know.
is like a common plot knowledge.
Is this
plot
the
point.
Mandela effect? Actually, could it possibly be that she
but there
drops
is an
it
alternate
by accident?
ending that they sometimes have on the DVD version.
There's a DVD version. I thought there was just VHS. The two.
No, they've made DVD versions after VHS.
Wait, did you ever see that it's on YouTube?
Or no, Pluto TV maybe, but anyway.
Who has Pluto TV besides, I think, just you, right?
I used to work there.
Oh, yeah, you did. Do you still have a subscription?
Well, that's the whole thing with Pluto. That you don't need a subscription. It's just, but do I still have the app on my TV? Yeah, I do. I mean, I used to work there, but I don't
no
think
free
anyone
ads. No
actually
free
watches
ads.
it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Guys, I realized this episode. I
we
feel like
we have a lot to catch up on. This has been good.
Okay, we're very scatterbrained. And
So
what was
you
I
didn't
saying?
know the ending of Titanic, but I'm saying there's an alternate ending somewhere, but I can't that they've like released as like see the alternate ending, but I don't remember what happens.
What
I
else
think
could
maybe
possibly happen?
I think maybe she gives them the necklace. She doesn't throw it in the ocean. She does something else with it.
To be honest, I
Or
think
she
that part
jumps.
is
Wait,
irrelevant.
that's maybe an alternate ending.
She does not jump.
No, that's maybe a part of it. I don't remember.
Why don't you Google it real quick? That
Okay.
seems a little crazy.
Okay,
I think
sorry,
if
what were
the
you saying?
alternate ending is that she just gives the necklace back, like I literally didn't even know why you dropped it in the ocean. So clearly that wouldn't have affected me that much. But the thing I wanted to say to you, have you ever seen, it's on YouTube and it's a compilation video and it's Titanic 2. You probably haven't seen it, right?
Wait, sorry. I just found the alternate ending, which is actually very good. I'll tell you in a second. But what was your
Go. We're all over the place.
Okay, this is the alternate ending. So, because you know when she drops the thing, she's by herself. Like she's having a moment with the ocean and the diamond, and she goes by herself and she throws it. The alternate ending is they see her going to the edge of the boat and they think she's going to jump. So they're like, "Oh my god! Like stop!" And then she's like, "Don't come any closer." And she has the diamond, and then they watch her drop it into the ocean.
Oh,
But
wow.
so the thing ends up in the ocean regardless.
Okay. I now I'm remembering the beginning, how they're like in like a freaking submarine and they're like,
Yeah, that's the whole thing is they're looking for that necklace the whole time, and then they find the the safe where the drawing is of her, and they're like, oh, we found this drawing. And then she calls them. She's like, oh yes, the woman. And they're like, oh, because she's wearing the necklace in the drawing. And they're like, okay, some lady had this necklace on the night the Titanic sank. Like, where is she? And then she calls them and she's like, oh yes, the woman in the picture.
woman in the
is me.
picture
Then
is
they
me.
fly her out, and then they're like, tell us the whole story. She tells them the
Right.
whole story.
And then she's like, I banged him in a cab or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's
that
there
is
a
what happens.
cab?
No,
Why
it
is
was
there
like
a cab on a
car,
cruise ship?
because these people are going from England to the U.S.
So they
That's the
brought
only way
their
you get
cabs
your
on,
car
or they
there,
brought
is
their
you have to-
cars.
on
Whose
the
car
ship
was
to
it?
be shipped.
Was it Rose's car? I hope.
No, it's just some random person's car. I
Just
think.
banged in some random guy's car and put your hand up on the window and slid it down all sexy. That's freaking weird. Imagine you go back to your car and you're like, come on, kids, get in the van. And it's like, Mom, what's that handprint on the window? Oh,
You've never
just
had
people-
sex in a car before?
Not someone else's on a cruise ship, Jackie. Why?
Well, yes, that's a very
justifying
specific
this
instance. I don't think many people are having sex in strangers' cars on a cruise ship. But it's
so
a
that's the part.
movie.
That's the part I'm arguing. Like the family gets in the car and then they see like a sweaty handprint, and it's like,
right.
Don't worry about
Well,
it. It's just
maybe
strangers
that-
banging in the
maybe
car again.
That owner never saw the car again.
That's so dark.
Well,
That's
it is
so-
it's a dark movie. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Wait,
Why
what were
are
you
we
gonna say
here?
before?
Why are we here? Oh.
Because you didn't know the ending.
True. No. Oh, yeah, no. Why we're really here is because I said something about the Great Hope Diamond, but I have no clue why I said that. Guys, we're not on any type of like
No.
drugs or anything
No gummies
today.
were taken before the recording of this podcast because it's 10 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yes. On YouTube, there's like a funny, jokey compilation video, and it's Titanic 2. And it's a joke, obviously. There's no Titanic 2. But it's like, this summer, Jack is back. And Jack is, do you know it?
I've seen that before, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it shows all clips of Leonardo DiCaprio just in other movies. But
Yeah.
he ages because it's like the span of like 15 years. And it's like an upbeat trailer that makes you excited that Jack is back. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
Jack died in Titanic. Like, he's not back.
Yeah,
That's
he's not
all
back.
that to say. I just wanted to see if you saw it.
I saw that a long time ago, but
Yes,
that
it's
all
very
does ring a
old.
bell. Have you seen the video? This was recent too. Kate Winslet was recently in a movie, and some interviewer was like, "Ugh, I have to ask about Titanic. And she literally was like, do you? And she was like, well, it can't be an interview unless I ask you about Titanic. And she's like, well, it could be if you just like don't ask me about it.
Jackie, I just saw that TikTok
Oh my
and I
God.
commented on it. And I don't
What
always
was your
comment on.
comment?
I
Oh my
said,
God. What was your
because, like,
position?
my position is I agree with Kate. And I said, not only is this a question that has been asked for 20 years, it's a question that is pointless and no one cares about. Like, ask me why
Right.
you fucked in a random car. Whose car was that? How'd you get in? Like, ask a question that will actually solve mysteries. Telling me, can Jack, she goes, I think she said, can Jack fit on the bed too? She didn't say the door. She said something wrong. I mean, I from my memory, she didn't say like the door. And it's like, ask a question that's been asked for 20 years that like, no, yeah, he could have. We've seen the drawing. They both could have fit. Haha. Like, let's
Yeah.
ask a different question. You know what I mean?
Right. Also, like, who cares? The movie's done. The movie's made. Like, they're not doing a sequel or a change or an alternate ending.
Well, you never know.
again.
There is Titanic 2 coming out. Jack is back.
Right, of course. But and I also totally understood her perspective too. Kate being like, look, you can ask me about it. And like, I think she was good in like kind of backtracking and being like, look, I'm gracious for the experience. Like I'm glad to be a part of that movie. But as soon as you ask me about Titanic, that's what's going to be the headline, not
Yeah.
about like the movie that I'm trying to promote that I'm here to talk about. So like, that's annoying too. She's here to promote her other film. And
Sure.
no one's going to talk about it. All the headlines are going to be her talking about Titanic. It's like, who cares? Get over it. We say as we've like spent 25 minutes talking about Titanic.
I know. I will
in
never get over Titanic.
2024. But like,
No, but we
Kate
could
should
talk
get
about
over it.
Titanic,
Yeah.
but without asking that dumb question. Like, my issue is not
Such a
talking
dumb
about
question.
Titanic. My issue is the question.
Also, I think they were too heavy. Like both of them couldn't fit. It wasn't like a space issue. It was a weight issue.
You fat shaming Leo?
No, I'm just saying, remember in the beginning, when they first find that door, they both do try to get on and it flips over. So like, shut up. Like, did you guys not see the movie? Come on.
In terms of the headlines all being about Titanic and not the movie she's promoting, I feel like it's kind of a little fair game. It's like when influencers are like teaming up with Bounty paper towels, but like no one cares about that. So it'll say, the headline will be a quote that you said in the interview, and then in the article we'll mention that you're partnered with Bounty paper towels. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like her movie will get press. Granted, I don't even know what movie this is in reference to, but like her movie will
they asked
get
the Titanic question.
Well, I only saw the TikTok, but I'm sure in an actual article that mentions whatever she said about Titanic, it'll say like, Kate Winslet, who's starring in blah, blah, blah on December 1st is, you know what I mean? Like, so it will get its plug. It's just not getting
Wouldn't it be better if it was the headline?
Sure. But no one's going to click on a headline that says, you'll never guess what Kate's starring in next. You know, they want to say like, you know what I can't stand? When the fucking headlines are like, you won't believe what lip gloss Katie Holmes is dying for this winter. Like, I don't actually care. And it's always, do you ever see those headlines? They're so random.
Oh yeah, all the time. I don't click them.
I never click them. Who clicks them? Do you click them?
I mean, I think there is a whole like market for that, right? Like people
want to know what Katie Holmes lip gloss is in winter.
Like, I think people do, and then they're like, "Oh, I need to buy a lip gloss. Maybe I'll get the one like that looks like Katie Holmes' one." Like, I don't know. Like magazines were a thing for so long, and they still technically are, but like who's reading
they're around
magazines? No, but like they're not in the same way they used to be. Like I remember as a teenager, like I was subscribed to like whatever Teen Vogue, and like I'd get the magazine and I'd be like so excited and I would read like every single page. But then as you get older, you realize you're like, oh, this is all just ads. Like the whole thing,
the whole entire
is just
thing.
like a commercial, and it's like fluff and a waste of reading. But
yeah,
like there was a market for that. Like I ate that up. Like especially like in small town New Jersey, it just felt like I'm finally getting a taste of like, ooh, like the things in the big city, like what's going on. Like the magazine had to tell me, because how else would I know? We didn't have like
there was no way to
like
tell.
Access things all the time. Well, no, actually though,
like literally, there was no way to tell. Ever.
There's no way to know what
Only
Katie Holmes' lip gloss was
like. How would I know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So okay. We've been talking for a while, and guys, we had Bachelor Encounters, but I think since we're coming back next week, I'm going to bump that to next week. There were a few of you that sent me really good stories. We will read them, so don't be mad at me, I promise. Before the year's end, we will get to all those Bachelor Encounters. If you have one that you haven't sent that you want to get in, send it. But I think today we got to wrap. We gotta.
I think this was just like a good like chit chat catch up after people being on holiday for about a week. So I think we all needed this
because we missed you. Yeah,
yeah.
So did I. Like less structure. Let us know what you think. Please go like this episode on YouTube and comment underneath. Tell me if you're Team Tyler or Team Tate. Tell me your favorite number. Mine is 17. What's yours, Jackie?
I don't really have like 9, but only because that's like my birthday. April 9.
Well, mine is 17 because 1/7. That's my birthday.
Oh, yeah. See, I
put a little twist on it.
When people ask your favorite number, don't you just say your birthday?
I don't know. Do you? Let us know in the comments below.
Well, so sometimes it's 9 just because I think 9 is a great number, April 9th. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, 13 is actually a little bit of a lucky number for me because that's 4 April plus 9 equals 13. And the house I grew up in was 13 Corey Road. I can say that because they sold the house. They don't live there anymore. But
and Taylor Swift writes it on her hand.
Oh, yeah. It's a lucky number for her, too. Yeah. I don't know. Every now and then I just see like 13 pop up. Oh, and I'm half Italian. Oh, my God. So,
and next Friday is Friday the 13th.
Right. But famously, that's an unlucky day.
Right. But not for people that like 13. It's only unlucky if you believe it.
Day of our lives.
Right. Next week, we have some special stuff coming. I'm not going to tell you, but we may have a really cool interview.
Like we've hinted at this already. That like
they forgot. You guys forgot.
Okay, they forgot.
You forgot
this time. They forgot.
On the off chance that it's always hard to like say that we have something coming up before it's recorded because like what if something happens?
Yeah.
So
true.
Who's to say? Not me.
So we'll probably have something special coming up, but also like maybe if they cancel, we won't have it. So Just keeping
Okay.
you on your toes.
Seriously. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Next week we'll have 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
you're welcome. And then after
Then
that,
we'll see you next year.
then we're off for a holiday.
Off till next year. I love that joke. Like,
I'll see you next year.
you know, when teachers would be like, there's no more homework for the rest of the year. And then it's like,
I thought you said last year you didn't like that joke. I feel like you don't like the joke.
No, I think I like it. Well, roll back the tape. Last year, maybe I said I hated it. No, I think it's funny to be like, oh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since last year. Like, say that on New Year's Day. So
we'll
funny.
have to say that in our last episode. Or no, our first episode of next year, right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll make a plan. Okay, well, is that it, Jackie?
I think that's it.
Bye, bitches.